Hmm? Yeah. Is there any point in the film where you sort of you can see the Mahatma, that point where he does become a Mahatma? I mean,
In the sense that there is a point in the film where I mean, it's a slow development, but when his evolution into becoming a mass leader, not only a mass leader, but his ability to transmit ideas and his ability to get people to function with those ideas. Some of the most difficult things in life, like Satyagraha, for instance, is not easy, because I think it has been much debased now. But the fact of Gandhi Satyagraha is one of the most difficult things for individuals to go with, but he succeeded. He succeeded in getting people to function in ways that no other political leader actually got people to do it, because his insistence on non-violent means and his insistence on both the means and ends being equally important, and to function with that continually without any sort of break from that concept was something extraordinary. And his experiences, not only the plight of indentured Indians in South Africa, but apart from everything else, racial discrimination hit him like a bomb, and also the two wars that he participated in as a Red Cross person, both the Boer War as well as the Zulu Rebellion. Now all these things, served to make him what he did become. And all that, I think, is those extraordinary experiences that made him that, and how he was able to not only look at life subjectively, that he could actually objectively function and see himself without a sense of ego, which is, I mean, I don't know of any other individual. The only other person I can think of who has this extraordinary quality is Nelson Mandela now in the whole world,
are there any sort of major scenes that you had to set up for the film?
Oh yes, we had many locations. It was pretty tough, but our team was very good. Our South African team was very, very good indeed. We had many, many locations in 2 provinces. We were in Transvaal and Natal both. Then we also, my production designer is excellent, Mark Wilby. He built sets that were very, very good. And our set dressing people, I must say the team that I worked with was quite top class.
Can you describe one of the major sequences that in the film that you were satisfied with?
Oh, the Big March, which is the biggest scene. We managed to get put together people close to 1,000 for the Big March scenes, and we were shooting in biting cold winter, and people were dressed because the march had taken place in summer. And we shot it in dead of winter, and we had people wearing kurtas and pajamas and summer clothing, and that was absolute hell. But it was organized very well, and the people, I must say, those who participated in it, did it with a kind of enthusiasm I haven't seen in a long, long time. People would come from far and wide, wanting to participate in this film.
Did you have any kind of censorship of your script in South Africa or in India?
None at all. There was no censorship of the script anywhere, whether in India or in South Africa. I think which is one of the reasons why I think we managed to make it as authentic as we could. There was never any problem. Neither side bothered us in the least.
And it's a bilingual film, is it?
No, it is in English, but we will dub it in Hindi. The English version is the international version, but we will dub it in Hindi, and hopefully if the film does well, then we might think of dubbing it in other Indian languages as well.
And what is your plans for the release of the film? I mean,
well, we are planning first to have a big opening, a premiere in Delhi. We also want to have a premiere in Johannesburg, and hopefully our President and Prime Minister will attend here, and their President and Vice President and Prime Minister will attend in South Africa. We want to give it, we do want to promote it well, so that we hope that we'll get a worldwide release of the film.
Coming to your film that you're now shooting, Thumri, you finished the principal shooting of the film.
Yes.
So at what stage is it?
I have finished all the shooting of the film. Now I'm ready to edit the film. It's just been assembled. The moment I get away from Delhi, I will be editing the picture and hopefully finish the editing in the next 2 weeks. Once I've done that, my dubbing and all the rest of the post-production activity will take place. And hopefully, we should have the film ready in March.
You know, I was told in one of your earlier interviews that you have recreated Chandni Chowk in the film city.
Chandni Chowk area, but we're not really calling it that. But the art director has done a pretty good job of creating an old Haveli and a couple of streets and so on and so forth. So we had to do that on a set because it would have been totally impractical to shoot it here in Delhi. So that's what we did. We built this enormous set in Bombay on Film City premises, and we shot it there.
But it's not a period film.
No. The period is the last 30 years, last 35 years.
And what is it about in a nutshell? Can you
in a nutshell, it is about a singer, a Thumri singer, a woman, who had her moment of glory and disappeared into obscurity. And the only way you get to know of her again is a little piece in the newspaper when she gets killed in a communal riot. And it's an act of random killing. It has nothing to do with her having taken any kind of side, as that happens in all kinds of riots everywhere. And then we go into her life, and it really is about several things again. It's about the fact that how difficult it is, continues to be for women to survive in circumstances when they wish to make decisions for themselves, and which is considered perfectly normal in the case of men, but for some reason it's not considered normal enough for women.
So is it after Bhumika your feminist statement?
I wouldn't know. I don't know whether it's a feminist statement in that sense, but it is about this fascinating woman who's a fictional character, of course, and whose main companion in life is her music.
But in Bhumika you had the acting, which was her companion, and here you have.
Yes.
Do you see any kind of, were there any, in your mind, were there any parallels?
No, I never thought of it. I didn't see any serious parallels in it.
What are your next plans? What are your other plans now?
Well, I have several plans for films and so on and so forth, but I know nothing is fully crystallized yet, because I'm taking it easy as far as the future is concerned, because I do have a little bit of work now, which is essentially to do a series of documentaries which I'm going to be doing for Mars on art, Buddhist art, Jain art of Vijayanagar, and the art of Pallava.
One last question. Do you think that television as it exists today in India is lumpenizing culture?
Well, you see, but any popular medium, that is mass medium, will tend to do that by pitching its common denominator very, very low in order to get a mass audience. So naturally, when you do that, you are tending to impose. It's a kind of forced lumpenization. That always happens. But you can't say that it should not happen. You need to combat it with other programs. Not enough is happening in other programs.
So where is the hope?
There is a hope, because we do have many channels, because when you have many channels, there can be many niches, and they can cater to different interests and also to different sensibilities. I hope that sooner or later this will come to pass, because it's bound to come to pass, because not every television channel can expect to be a mass channel and get the largest viewership. They will keep struggling to do it, but there will be niches that will be available and choices that will be available. And I think it will happen.
Thank you.
Right.